Hello everyone, welcome. We are in the bow of Kaiju Island, studying these giant... What? Hold on. Shh. Something's coming. What is it? Oh crap. I see it. Oh my god. What? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh shit, it's found something else. Oh shit, please do not fight. Not right now. Not right now. I got my research to do. Come on. Please, not right now. Oh, okay, it's walking away. Oh, thank God. This is Kaiju Review for you.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to be back. Sorry for the lack of content on this channel. It's not that I haven't been doing anything kaiju related. I've just been busy with other things. I've actually been in the process of reading a King Kong book that mixes with the old famous superhero Doc Savage. They came out around the 1933s. And I'm halfway through it, and I am really enjoying it. I've also been, watching, I also got caught up on Gamera. Well, I got that, and I've been doing other things, dealing with it. But, today, we will be talking about Gamera. And what I see and my thoughts on Gamera, the Defender of the Universe. A very bold claim from a kaiju. So, I got into Gamera from David Allum, who I'm pretty sure everybody's heard me talk about David Allum before. The ghost in my house. And he got me the very first Gamera movie, Gamera the Invincible, which is what it was called over here in the States. And it's a blatant Godzilla ripoff. But the cool thing of how they end it, it's kind of interesting. So how this is just like from what I can remember, because it's been forever since I've watched it. I need to rewatch it, but this is coming from what I can remember. So you get to the Antarctic, and they start going they start nuclear testing. Of course, they're nuclear testing. Every kaiju film from the 1950s is all about nuclear fucking testing. So we end up going into the Arctic, and all the natives are going saying, "You need to stop. You must stop. You will awaken great beast." Who, that's Gamera was this huge ancient beast that roamed the land many years ago and all that. And well, they ended up testing. Nobody listens. And they awaken Gamera from an Arctic fissure. And chaos ensues. Well, they couldn't stop Gamera because all the fuel, heat, and fire and everything they said, he would eat fire and fuel and shoot it back at him. So, when the cool thing, this is one of the best ways they end up defeating Gamera in the very first film. And it gets kind of funny. They decide to beat him is they end up trapping him into a rocket and shooting him off into space. That's how they beat Gamera. Then in the next movie, of course he gets back because Gamera got very popular and became his own little Showa series, and it rivaled Godzilla. But what made Gamera a little special because it was targeted more towards kids. And that is my downfall with Gamera, because I don't care, like, it just bugs the piss out of me when we have this huge kaiju movie, and the main human characters are these kids. And, like, because Gamera is a friend to all children. That's his gimmick. Gamera is the friend of all freaking children. And that's the one downfall, in my opinion, to the anime that they just released. But I will get to that in another video. So, Gamera as a kaiju, I do enjoy watching Gamera. Like, he's a strategist. He's, like, let's say, because, like, in every kaiju movie that he's appeared in, he gets his ass whooped. Big time. And then ends up winning the fight, like, in the second fight. Like, with all of his enemies. And there's also points to where, like, the kids have to do something to help Gamera. But really, if I'm not mistaken, the kids don't really become more eccentric into Gamera until the fourth film, when he first is Virus, the squid kaiju. I'll have to re-look into it, but as I was saying, because it's been forever. Because, like, the main ones I've seen the first and second one. I ended up missing the third one with Gauss, which has somehow become his biggest mortal enemy, because apparently everybody sees Gauss as, like, Gamera's main foe. Then Veras, the squid. Then I've seen the one after that where he fights Guren, who is this giant kaiju that has the giant sword on its, like, the giant knife on its nose. There's, I think after that is Zigura, who is the sea shark kaiju. And then there's another one that I cannot remember the life of me what it was, because over here it was designed as Monster X. And I would actually have to look it up, and for the life of me right now, I cannot think of offhand of what it was. And then after that, then there was Gamera the Super Monster, where it kind of takes place out in space, and it ended up being a, I don't know, like kind of a superhero mix. I have yet to see one. I own it, I have yet to see it. Then you have the Heisei series, the Gamera trilogy, which has been considered... sorry, I'm actually doing this. It is 10 o'clock at night. I just got off work, and I am driving. Well, I'm recording, so it is a fun night. Then you get, like, the Heisei series, the Gamera trilogy, which is, like, everybody considers it, like, perfect kaiju cinema, and I do agree. It is dark, it is gritty, it is fantastic. And with the Gamera anime, they kind of combined a little bit of the Heisei with the Showa, and it got good. Because with guys, like with Gamera Guardian of the Universe, you had the Return of Gauss, or Gauss, or to be honest, however you decide to say it, was like the first major villain. Freaking terrifying, fantastic. Then with the second one, you ended up having the Attack of Legion. Great, fantastic design of a kaiju foe. And then you have the Revenge of Iris, which is an Iris. Like, I love the design of Iris. Fantastic kaiju. Like, destructive, menacing attitude. It is perfect as a kaiju foe. And I am sad that they haven't done anything else with Iris. And then you got Gamera the Brave, which took place in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. which was kind of the revamp of it. It did good, but it didn't do enough to really kind of save Gamera from from the Millennium series. But we still got some Gamera love because they were supposed to show some trailers and all that stuff back in 2016, which I wanted the Gamera trailer. I would have loved to see the Gamera movie that we got from it on Gamera's anniversary, but we ended up getting the anime, and the anime, the anime is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to hate on it later, but when it comes to the kaiju fights and stuff, fucking fantastic. I love it. But when it comes to the animation style of it, it is 3D animation, but the story is where I got the problem with. Kaiju fights, perfect. It's what I expect from from Gamera fighting. But the story is just absolute fucking bullshit. That's its own review, everybody. But when it comes to Gamera's fighting abilities, getting back to that, he is a strategic fighter. He's smarter than the average turtle. He's not as strong as I want, in a kaiju. But when it comes to some of his abilities and stuff, it's always entertaining to watch Gamera fight. With Godzilla, Godzilla's going to come out top. But there's sometimes with Gamera, it's he's legit taking mortal wounds. The fact that Gamera survives at the freaking end is by the skin of his teeth every time. And you start to wonder, it's how, Gamera is he going to survive this next film? But, we ended up getting the, Matt Frank ended up doing a manga series for it years ago. But we did it with Dark Horse, and it was wonderful. It was a great prequel to the Heisei series, and it is perfect. And you get more of the origin story between it. One of the best Gameras, in my opinion, that I really loved is. They don't really have many Gamera games, to be honest, now that I think about it. We just got it, we finally kind of see him in Godzilla Battle Spirits, which, if anybody's interested, I do still play at Kaiju, my username, battle name is Kaiju, @ Kaiju Review, number 4, letter U. Send a request and we'll get a fight on. I will happily take any oncomers. Then there's there's just a lot of stuff going on with Gamera. He is the unsung kaiju that gets left in the dust from Godzilla, but he deserves the love we give. He's the underdog when it comes to kaiju fighting. He's not like Kong. He is Gamera is definitely the underdog kaiju fighter. It is a simple design. He is a fire fucking breathing turtle, and he has some cool abilities that we ended up seeing in the Heisei series. They ended up giving him some new ones, his base attacks. You got the fire breath, which they ended up upgrading it to plasma, where it's hotter. He has his he has kind of spiky claws, in his elbows. He has all 4 of his things. He's a huge brawler. Likes to get up close and fight. He had, besides spinning in his, one of my favorite things is, I'd always just get cool, like, kind of pumps me up